Welcome to the August Back to School edition of Texarkana Magazine. We are focusing on the unity and educational excellence in our community from the perspectives of the superintendents from Texarkana Arkansas School District, Texarkana Independent School District, Liberty Ilo, and Pleasant Grove. This is Chad Pirtle with the Pleasant Grove Independent School District. Let's start with your background. Where did you grow up and what was the school like in your hometown?
I grew up in Paris, Texas. I am a Paris Wildcat by graduation, and I just had a great experience in Paris. A lot of, from the academic side, the extracurricular side, to just the people I still know in Paris. It makes it pretty special for me.
Well, what is your favorite school memory in elementary school?
I think in elementary school, my favorite memories are the people, the relationships that I have with the people. Even today, still have those relationships. I also remember how special it was to be outside with your friends on the playground and playing and just being a kid.
Yeah.
That's pretty special to me.
What about high school?
High school is where I believe I figured out there's something bigger than I am in life, and had to make some decisions on what do I want to do, what do I want to study, what do I want to play. And that was a great experience. I think back again to the people that I went to school with and my friends and how influential they were, but also the teachers and the administrators that invested in me and helped mold me into who I am. When I think back, Miss Whitney was my third grade teacher. And, I don't really remember what she taught me, but I remember that she loved me. And that stands out to me. I think back to my friends also and the influence that they were in my life. And I think back to my coaches and how they influenced me. But probably my two biggest mentors were my mom and my dad. And I certainly wouldn't be the Chad Pirtle I am right now without their guidance and love and support.
Tell me about the path to your current position as superintendent.
I'm not a traditional educator. My bachelor's degree is in business administration with a minor in management. I worked in the private sector for 2.5 years and felt that there was a bigger impact that I could make in the lives of people. So I had an opportunity to join the Clarksville Independent School District in Clarksville, Texas. Then I had the opportunity to go to Liberty Hill Independent School District, and we were there for 14 years. I married my wife just before we moved down there, was a teacher and a coach my first year, became an assistant principal and a coach. My second and third year there I had the opportunity to win 2 state championships as a part of the coaching staff in 06 and 07. In 07-08, moved into the principal position at Liberty Hill Junior High School. Was a principal there for 7 years, wonderful years. I loved it. Had the opportunity to become an assistant superintendent in Liberty Hill. Was assistant superintendent for 4 years. And then I had the opportunity to move back home. And I say home is Northeast Texas. And 27 months ago, the Pleasant Grove Independent School District Board of Trustees gave me the opportunity to be the superintendent of this great school district. And I'm so honored to have that responsibility.
What are you excited about for the new year?
I'm excited about our students and our staff having the opportunity to have much more of a normal year than what we just experienced in 2021. I'm excited on the academic side about the literacy initiative that we have going on in our school district. My goal is by 2025, we will have 100% of our kids reading on grade level. That's a big deal to me. And I want to certainly make that happen for our kids. On the extracurricular side, I'm excited about our football team is ranked number 5 in the state in the preseason poll. I'm excited about the state championship that Team Theater won, the silver medals that film, theatrical design, and one-act play won in the state this year. And I'm excited about who's next. Who's that next state champion? Because I promise you, in the halls of Pleasant Grove High School, we have state champions walking around. And I'm excited to see that next state champion. And then the last thing I'm excited about is over the last 2 years, we've brought a wealth of serious talent to Pleasant Grove ISD. And I'm excited to see the impact that they are going to make on student learning in our district.
Describe the unique culture of your district.
I think Pleasant Grove ISD does have a unique culture. It starts with our mission statement. The mission of the Pleasant Grove Independent School District is to ensure high levels of learning for all students. And what we mean by that is we're not going to make excuses on why kids can't learn. We're going to figure out a way and break the code to ensure that those kids are learning. I think the positivity and joy that radiates through our campuses is unique. In the Pleasant Grove Independent School District, we talk about a state of mind, and that's what we mean by that is being the best in the state at whatever we're doing. One of the things I'm really passionate about and I preach is we're going to be the best in the state and win the state championship and taking care of our people, taking care of our teachers, our administrators, our students, because when we do that, that makes a really, really rich culture, which brings that joy to our school district.
Absolutely. Well, how do you ensure that your district maintains facilities that keep up with current technology and evolving needs of 21st century students?
Well, first, I would like to thank the Pleasant Grove community for passing the bond in 2018. Without the passage of that bond, there would be a lot of things that would really be difficult to make happen. Because of that, we've been able to upgrade our internet service. We've been able to build state-of-the-art Margaret Fisher Davis Elementary School, which is oozing with technology. What is going to happen is we're going to be able to prepare our students for that college atmosphere in a great way because of the access to the technology and the devices.
Absolutely. Well, how did COVID affect funding due to low attendance, or were there any grants or additional funds given to aid throughout the pandemic?
COVID affected everything, and nothing was necessarily detrimental because of the aid that was provided by the state or the federal government. We had Operation Connectivity, which allowed us to purchase a large amount of technology. And that's one of the reasons we are one-to-one, grades 3 through 12. That was a big deal.
What do you see as the greatest challenge moving into the new school year? And how do you plan to work towards a positive year?
I think COVID is still out there, and so the unknowns of COVID in the future create a challenge for us. How we're going to handle that is we're going to utilize resources around us, make decisions in the best interest of kids and our teachers, and come out on the other end just like we did this year in a very positive note.
What do you hope the school experience will be like in 5, 10, or 20 years?
So let's talk about 5 years. I know that Hawk Nation will be better in 5 years than it is today. I want our student experience to be rich. I want it to be meaningful. I want kids to be involved in many activities, not just specialize in one thing. We consider ourselves an and school, and that means we want you to do this and this and this, and whatever your talents bring, we want you to be really good in that. Whatever comes in 5 years, we're going to be flexible enough to overcome and to make it great for students.
If you could tell your students anything, what would it be?
I would tell our students that I'm very proud of them and how they handled this past most difficult school year, and also that I love being on their team. I would like to say to the Texarkana community, find a way to love our teachers. They do so much for our community and for our kids. And so my challenge to you is to love our teachers.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Pirtle, for being here with us today. We appreciate you and your role at Pleasant Grove, and we wish you a very successful next year. With the challenges of the past school year behind us, and with the talented leadership moving us forward, we have high expectations of an extraordinary year ahead.